Hey guys, and welcome to my revamped 1 to 99 and 120 fletching guide for 2018. First I'll be covering a slower cheap method and then the faster more expensive methods to 99. As per usual, we first kick off with the useful items for the skill. Now the first useful item is the portable fletcher, giving you 10% bonus experience in fletching while using or fletching on it. It has a 10% chance to save logs when fletching bows and X-bows or crossbows. It has also got a 10% chance to save arrowheads and headless arrows while making arrows, obviously. And it has a 10% chance to save unfinished bolts and feathers while making bolts. Now the portable fletcher can be won from Treasure Hunter, but it can also be bought on the Grand Exchange if you wish to. There's always a Portables FC that hosts them 24/7, so you just want to join that friend chat and ask for the portable in a world, and they will give you a world and you go there and you can fletch on them for free. If you want to do it on your own or in a clan area or whatever, you can buy them on GE for yourself, and you can also obtain them from the advent calendars, which happen every now and then during Christmas or during the summer, and you can get the crates for the portables. Next up, we have the Fletcher's outfit, giving you 1% bonus experience in fletching per piece, having 5 pieces for the full outfit, and when you do have all 5 pieces, you get a 1% additional bonus experience set bonus, which is pretty nice. The Fletcher's outfit can be obtained from Treasure Hunter or alternatively through the Stealing Curation minigame, costing around 100 reward points. Now the problem is, this minigame is pretty dead, so you won't be able to get it through Stealing Curation unless there's a spotlight and there's a lot of people, or if you do it with your clan or friends, because most of the time, at least, all the time, the minigame itself is actually dead. So yeah, do it with your clanmates or friends, otherwise you probably won't get this outfit unless you're lucky from Treasure Hunter and you might get a piece here or there. Also, another thing that just popped into my head, you can actually get this outfit from the event calendars or some other calendars sometimes, because you can get a random skilling item piece and you can get the Fletcher's outfit from that. Next up, we have the Fletching Potion, boosting your fletching level by 3, which I don't see being useful. Unless you want to get to a higher level fletching piece earlier or something, or a bow, broad arrows, dragon darts, I don't know. But they can be bought off the Grand Exchange, and if you're an Iron Man, you have to make them yourself with a Rare Galley Potion unfinished and a Wimpy Feather. Not much more to say about this item, I guess. Next up is the Crystal Knife, giving you a 5% chance to get double the arrow shafts while making arrow shafts, which I don't see being very useful, and you probably won't get this item for that reason. The next reason though, 5% chance of giving you a strung bow when fletching unstrung bows can be useful, might save you some money, I don't know, but you know, it's there, it's in the guide. It lasts 28 to 56 charges, and 56 is only if you use it in Priv, and it can be recharged at Lithuanian, Eluned, all those elven NPCs on screen. I can't pronounce their names, and I'm moving on as I don't think this item is worth talking too much about. Now the next useful item or thing is actually pretty damn useful. It's the Wise perk. Now this perk gives you 1 to 3% bonus experience boost depending on what tier of the perk you have, being 1, 2 or 3, and it has a 50,000 experience cap, which can take quite a while to fill up. Now I suggest putting this perk on an offhand weapon, as then it isn't in the way of your other item slots. Now the Wisdom Aura, as I mentioned in every skilling guide, is very useful as it gives you a 2.5% bonus experience boost for a certain period of time depending on what tier of the aura you have. Very useful, and it's always nice to get some bonus experience from an aura. And lastly, the quests that give you fletching experience. Now, none of these can be done at the start of a new fresh account, but I did think it would be a good idea to list them here, and you can see how much experience you get from each quest. So if you're interested in this or you need this, please pause the video as I'm moving on. Now before we get into the methods, I highly suggest you make a bank preset if you're going to be fletching bows, by either using 14 strings and the unstrung bows, or a full inventory of logs which you're going to string into unstrung bows. So you do this by clicking Manage Presets in your bank as seen in the clip before, then saving your inventory, then using up your inventory, then clicking on the bank, load up your preset with a hotkey, and repeat. So regardless of if you're doing the expensive method or the cheaper, slower method, you want to be doing this to level 1 to 30 or 35 if you're doing the cheaper method. You're going to be making headless arrows. They require arrow shafts and feathers. They're pretty fast and they are profitable. You make 15 per action, and you have to make 13,363 for level 30 and 22,406 for level 35. It's pretty straightforward, just do it and it will be done pretty quickly. Like said before, we are first going to be doing the slower but cheaper and even profitable methods to 99, and then the faster, more expensive methods to 99. So from levels 35 to 40 you want to be making willow short bows. You require willow logs and bowstrings if you're stringing them. If you're cutting them, you only require the logs. You get 33.3 experience per cut, or fletch, and you have to make 445 for level 40. Levels 40 to 50 you want to be making willow shield bows. You require willow logs and bowstring if stringing again, and you get 41.5 experience per fletch. You have to make 1545 for level 50 fletching. Levels 50 to 55 you're going to be cutting or stringing maple shortbows. You require maple logs or bowstring and maple logs, and you get 50 experience per fletch or string. You have to make 1307 for level 55 fletching. Levels 55 to 65 you want to be making maple shield bows. You require maple logs again and bowstring if you're stringing them. You get 58.2 experience per maple shield bow, and you have to make 4,859 for level 65. Levels 65 to 70 you want to be making yew short bows. You require yew logs and bowstring if you're stringing them. You get 67.5 experience per yew short bow, and you have to make 4,270 for level 70. Haha, 2 times 70? Lol. Level 70 to 80 you want to be making yew shield bows. You require yew logs again and bowstring if you're stringing them. You get 75 experience per string or fletch, and you have to make 16,466 for level 80. Levels 80 to 85 you're going to be making magic short bows. You require magic logs and bowstring if you're stringing them. You get 83 experience per string or fletch, and you have to make 15,286 for level 85. Levels 85 to 99 and beyond you can make magic shield bows. Now these are actually profit, and all the way to 99, which will take you a while, you can make 5 mil profit, which isn't very much actually. Well, you require magic logs and bowstring if you're stringing them, and you get 91.5 experience per magic shield bow. Now you have to make 106,840 of them for level 99, which is going to take you a while, but I mean, it's semi-AFKable and you're making profits, so you can't really complain, I guess. Now jumping straight into the faster but more expensive methods, the steel arrows from levels 30 to 45. You require steel arrowheads and a headless arrow. You make 15 per action, and you have to make 7,643 for level 45. Now I highly suggest for these more expensive methods that you train on a portable fletcher to save money and boost your experience per hour by 10%. See this as a friendly reminder. Levels 45 to 52 or 60 depending on what you want to be doing afterwards, you're going to be making mithril arrows. You require mithril arrowheads and a headless arrow. You make 15 per action again, and you have to make 7,063 for level 52 and 24,118 for level 60. Now from levels 52 to 99 you can make broad arrows. They are very fast experience per hour, around 700k on a portable fletcher. Now the problem with these is firstly they cost 300 slave points to buy the ability to even make them or fletch them, and they are very expensive, and you can't sell the broad arrows back to the GE. You can disassemble them for some components, but at the end of the day, if you're making this, all the money you're putting into it will be lost. I just want to mention that. But they are a great way to get to 99, but there are some other methods on this list that are actually cheaper. So you have to make 860,719 for level 99, and that will take you a bit, but it's going to be very, very fast. Now if you did the mithril arrows to level 60, from level 60 to 75 you can make adamant arrows, requiring adamant arrowheads, again obviously, making 15 per action, and you have to make 93,668 for level 75 fletching. Levels 70 to 75 you're going to be making rune arrows, requiring rune arrowheads and headless arrows. You have to make 275,728 for level 90 fletching. They are again very expensive. From levels 90 on you can make dragon arrows, requiring dragon arrowheads and headless arrows. You need to make 228,348 for level 95, and at 95 you can actually do something much better than dragon arrows. At level 90 you can also do Ascension Bolts requiring Ascension Shards, which you can get from the Ascension creatures or buy off the GE if you're a normal account. You make 10 per action and you have to make 384,405 for level 99, and they're pretty damn fast, I'll tell you that. From levels 95 on you can make Dark Arrows, requiring Dark Arrowheads and Headless Arrows. Again you make 15 per action. You have to make 243,600 for 99. And from level 95 on you can also make Dragon Darts, being extremely expensive but also the fastest way in the game to train Fletching. They require Dragon Dart tips and feathers to make. You make 10 per action and you only have to make 170,515 for level 99. Which is pretty damn nice, and they can be upwards of 1.5 mil Fletching experience per hour without double experience weekend involved, which is super fast. Now from level 99 on to 120 or 200 million I made a very useful spreadsheet for Fletching. I will briefly be explaining the spreadsheet, but it is pretty simple. But if you don't want to listen to my voice for some reason, just go down in the description below and download it and you're welcome, and that's pretty much the end of the guide for you. But for the people that do want to know about the spreadsheet, let's go. Just so you guys know, this is a live commentary, it's just me being live, so yeah. Anyways, the spreadsheet. I just put 20 million experience here, but you want to put your Fletching experience here, and it calculates how much you need to 120 and 200 million, and the amount of items you require. I only put the ones that are fast and magic shield bows in there because they are the best methods. Now as you can see, there's the amount you require for 120, 200 mil, the same on double experience weekend, and the same on double experience weekend with bonus experience and double experience, and again for just bonus experience without double experience weekend. It also calculates the raw cost by the GP per XP, which you should always check on the link you can see here to see if it's, then you put it there like the new GP per XP, because the prices always change and it's going to be a lot more accurate. Now for your bonus experience, let's say you have the Fletcher's outfit, the full one, 5% plus the 1% set bonus. You want to put 1.06 here. Never put it like 6, always type 1.06, so it's a factor. And it's used in the raw sheet, which you can see here, which you should ignore, with multipliers and stuff. And it calculates how much you require of the item with bonus experience, meaning there's less you need and it's going to cost you less. Again, the raw cost is an estimation with the GP per XP. Take that with a grain of salt every time. And other than that, I mean, there's a little bit of info here, items made per action, which you can see, I guess it's also in the guide. All you want to be changing is the green areas, as you see on video. There's a link to my channel, of course, and there's going to be a link to the Fletching guide once it's up, of course, and the download link is in the description. So yeah, I hope this helps you out, I guess. Now that pretty much concludes my Fletching guide. If you did enjoy, leave a like down below and maybe even consider subscribing, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.